So now we got to create the custom object. I want you to create a custom object and create a new application called a student master application. And when we select the student master application, we should be able to see those objects, tabs and all that. So let's walk through all of that. So this is the basic schema which is already shared with you. I will create a couple of fields in student master. The rest you'll have to create as per the description provided to you. So let's go back to the application. So in my case, I already have a student master app created. So let me start from scratch again. And to create the custom object, what we have to do is we have to go to create, build in the setup. You have to go to setup from here, come left down, build, create, and select click on objects. Now when you click on objects, it's going to show you like the custom objects that you can create. So right now I have a number of objects there. So let me create the new custom object and I'll give it a name student master 2. In your case, keep it student master. I'll say student master 2, and bubble is like for multiple. Alright, so the object name will be, it will take it, and then what you do is, couple of things you need to know is, if you allow reports, this object will become reportable. Allow activities is Salesforce allows you to create activities for every record. Track field history, if it is up to 20 fields, changes can be tracked by Salesforce. If anybody makes changes to 20 columns, up to 20 columns can be tracked. Then allow in chatter groups, you can allow the object to be followed in chatter groups. Like if there are any changes, you can follow that in chatter groups. Also you can allow sharing and keep this for other API access. The deployment status is in development and deployed. If you are in a shared enterprise or in a real sandbox environment, you have to keep it in development. Only the your login or developers can see. Deployed, all end users can see the record. Right now, since it's a developer single user org, you can keep it in deployed. Also allow search, and if you want, you can add the notes. And launch the new custom tab wizard after saving this custom object also is a good idea. What this will do is it will create a tab. So but for now, for demo purpose, I will not keep it, and I'll just say save. So it will take the name of the student master 2, yeah, and then it will create the basic object which it has taken all this through standard fields created by, last modified by owner, and student master 2 name. So now we are going to create the fields. So the fields that we need to create are, let's increase the font. Student master age, department, date of joining, email ID. So a couple of basic things. Name is already there. So first we'll create the age. Age will be a number. So let's select the number, and that will be age. Of course, keep the length as 2, and if you want, you can keep it required. And again, it is going to ask you, like, which profile. Let's select the defaults, proceed with next. And right now, as you see, it has only one layout which is automatically created. What is the advantage about this Salesforce configuration is one layout will already get created for you. Okay, you don't have to sit and create the layout. So let's create another field. Age, let's say date of joining. Let's select date type. Say DOJ. So now we have, again, you can keep it visible only for system admin if required, that particular field. So this gets added to the layout. So keep on creating in the fields this way. Select the data type. The next one will be text area, let's say department, which will be a pick list. Let's create one confirmed. Let's create for confirmed, rejected. Create a checkbox called confirmed. It's going to be a checkbox, and so it's going to be unchecked at first. Click next, and the same thing you have to select. So now take the defaults over here, come back to the layout, keep going, and next you can select an email ID, phone. These things you can create on your own, but the important part is I want you to create two particular uh, two particular fields called as country and states. Imagine that we have getting international students, so what we'll do is we'll also create a small configuration called as picklist configuration related picklist. So when you select one particular picklist, based on the values of the first picklist, you can select the second picklist. So we're going to select the first one called as picklist and call it country. So imagine you're getting students only from USA or Canada for now. Enter the values: USA, Canada, India, and then you can keep it required or select country. Okay, so now we select this. Now what we are going to do is click next and proceed with the defaults. Yeah, and one more field we are going to create, which is going to be state, capital, or whatever that is. We created the country and capital, so we'll say capital city or just the cities. Okay, so the cities from should be from that country, city. Okay, so we are going to select Mumbai, New York, and Bangalore, and city Miami. Okay, there we select couple of cities here, and now let's click next. So we have created some fields for the student master, correct? So next what we are going to do, now we have created the custom object. So revisit your custom object. Okay, and we have created this particular field. See the underscore C extension. Ignore this developed 1973. That is a namespace which I have created in my org. You don't need to create that. You'll be able to see only this. So these are your fields, okay, of your new object. And this is the page layout. You edit the page layout. If you want to add a section or something, you can add it, or if you want to arrange it properly, control left click, right click, move the things. Like suppose you want an exact right left combination, so save it. Right now if you see, we have no record types here, so we have not created any record types, just a single layout. Next thing is, now our custom object is created. So now we need to create the tab for this particular. So click on right click, search for the tab in the setup. Under create tabs, see whether you have got this student master 2. No, in your case you would have already created the tab if you have selected custom wizard. Otherwise what you have to do is create a new tab. We have to include the tab in the app, right? We are going to create the app also, new app, or in my case I'll add it to the student master. Yeah, I'll create a new app. So now I want to select the student master, so it's going to tell me what is the tab style. I'll select, you can select any of this, is just a color, and then student master 2 is your object. Proceed with that. Proceed to next. And now I don't want you to include this tab in all the applications. I don't want, there are so many apps, I don't want it to be, right now I'm not going to add it to any of the app. Okay, so I'll save it. So even though my app is ready, tab is ready, my custom object is ready, I cannot see it still in my application. So I have two options in front of me. Either I can add the tab to an existing app, or I'll have to create a totally new app. Okay, so let's see that. Click on apps. So let's see if I can create a new student master app. or the my custom app. We already created the app, right? So I can edit this app, and when I edit this app, it's going to ask me for the tabs that I can select. So let's see if I can see my student master 2 tab. Yeah, I can see it here, and now I'm going to make it visible for system admin. It's already visible. Save it. So now it's got added to my app. So in my custom sales app I have added it. So now if I go to my student master and click new, I should be able to see that it just let's revert a bit. Let's see which app we created. Tab name. Yeah, student master 2 tab. So that's not the one. So let's go back to this particular application. So I need to go back to setup. In the create apps, I'll go back to this app. So let me go here, edit and the custom sales app. I selected the wrong tab. There are couple of student master tabs I have created. So let's select the correct one. Yeah, so I got my student master 2. If you remember, I had created with the name 2. So now it should be able to, I should see the correct app. So I just created it, I added to the apps, and I'm going to create new, and now the new app has come up, right? So I'll say age 19, date of join, confirmed. I'm going to select the country USA. For now I'm going to select another city which is not belonging to the, so now if I see, it is going to show me all the countries and all the cities. So now we are going to just select say New York for now and save this. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is pause over here and come back, create your own first create your custom object, add your fields which are there in the supporting documentation as well as the ones which I walked you through the demo, and then come back, add your tab, create your tab if you're not created it, then add the tab to your application, or you create a new app called a student master and add it to the app you created in the morning, right? So come back and we'll proceed from there. The next thing that we are going to do here is we're going to make this pick list dependent. If it selects country, it will only show cities from that. So how to do that is we are going to, from the quick access menu, let's go to the fields. So we know both are, what are the data types? Both are pick list. One is country and city. So to set up this pick list, there is something called as field dependencies in your custom fields. So click on that and we are going to create our first field dependency. So here it is going to ask us like, what is the controlling field, the one which is going to drive the data in your second field. So you are going to say country, right? Which because based on that you're going to select the second field. So now this definition is city. With that we are done. No, we have to decide what data will be shown for what, right? So for that what you need to do is you need to first click on the column USA, country or whichever, and then using your control key and right click, select the cities that you want to include in that. Same way do it for Bangalore. What you have to do is keep your, when you go to that particular city that you want to add, keep control pressed and click right click mouse. Then with the selection control on, click include values. Once you include values, the correct values under USA and India will get highlighted as yellow. How do you do it is use control and right click of the mouse and then click on include values. Okay, now let us save this. So now when we come back to our student master, edit the only record that we have. Let's see, if I select US, let's see what are the options. Now if you see, it shows only those two cities. right? Yeah. So now if you select India, it's going to show you only those two cities. So this is how dependent pick list work. So go ahead and complete this configuration, and then we can proceed.